Hey, so this is one of those ones that I start as kind of just a journal entry, if you will, because I don't know if I'll post it. I usually wind up posting it, but it's hard for me. This is the kind of post where I am really working through stuff. So you know how we have to talk about and think about and focus on truth. I am just having a really hard time with that. Things like, I told my husband I was just kind of in a wishing place. Like, I wish I was thinner. I wish this was easy. I wish not being controlled by food meant that I was just happy all the time and less stressed. I wish that I could work out. I wish that I found, I could really, you see 1,000 of those pictures every day. Not 1,000, but I mean, realistically, because of some of the people I'm friends with and because of just our society, we see so many before and after, or start this or start that. And man, some of those things are really good. And if you don't already have a struggle with an eating disorder, go for it. I'm so glad it works for you. I can't, and it makes me cry. I feel like I should just quit. Just quit. Like, today, it's hard. I don't know why it changes and goes back and forth. Some of it, I think, is I'm planning this retreat and things are going really well with it. I mean, haven't had anybody commit, but I'm not really concerned because it's the kind of thing that people need to be at. It's just kind of like life-giving and restful and it's really lovely. And if you can like get there, it's gonna be really good for you. But everything's coming together really well. I'm so blessed by the people who want to help, by the people who understand what I'm trying to offer. And so that stuff's going really well. And I've had a wonderful stretch of like no ed and no body image stuff. And it just, remember I had the really bad temptation, I think it was maybe Saturday night. Or Saturday was good and then Sunday was hard. I don't know. But it's just been kind of like Ed's kind of like chipping away at the progress. And, old thought patterns are coming back. And I'm struggling. Like, I understand that I am pretty, and that my body is a body that a lot of people would prefer to have over their own. And so I can understand frustration when somebody doesn't get why I'm not happy with what I have. And it's never, ever been about my size, technically. It's always just been about wanting people to be impressed with me. And I feel like if I can do pull-ups or run a marathon or do a triathlon or can brag on Facebook that I ran 8 miles, that then somebody's going to be impressed and it's going to make me important. And I think deep down we all really just want to be important. And the bottom line that I have to tell myself today especially, and it's hard and I don't believe it, but I keep saying things about how I was created to be me. I believe in a God who understands my struggles and is willing to walk with me through them. And for me, that's huge, I know that I am a good mom. I was down here on the couch scrolling through Facebook, just feeling like such a failure, I adore my children, but I don't like to play with them. I don't like to like bond or I have to try really, really hard to delight in them. And that's sad to me, and it makes me feel like not good enough, I'm not a good enough mom. Or things like we haven't done any field trips this summer. We're on break. And you're not supposed to compare to Facebook, right? And you see all these people doing all these things in museums and camping and trips and out of the country, and just these amazing things they're doing with their kids, and it's just not where we are, and it's hard to not compare. So I get that. This retreat is taking a lot of focus, and I like that, but I have to make sure that I'm balanced about that, and that's hard too, because I don't want to spend, the point of this retreat is to bring people peace, like really just rest and calm. And if I'm going to be in a tizzy until that's just completely defeating the purpose. So that's not where I want to be. So I'm just struggling tonight. I binged bad last night. I didn't purge, but just in a really unhealthy, very ed-controlled way. And then today I binged and purged, and it's the first time in a while, and like, I want to say weeks, which is really great. But I just want to make sure that I don't count that as a fail, because I would say that to you guys. It's not a fail. It's part of the process. I've had so much freedom the last couple weeks, like I said before, I've had days where I didn't even think about my body in an unhealthy way. It just was kind of there in my body, and it did what I had to do, and it was great, and I'm strong and healthy, and that's wonderful, and that's where I want to be. But then I'm like, but I do want to be thinner, and then I have to go back to why do I want to be thinner? Because I want to be important. Am I important? I am important. My husband thinks I am the most important person in the world, and I am blessed to be in an incredible marriage. My kids, they just want to spend all their time with me, all their time. They never go away. But I am important to them, even when I feel like they're maid or they're cook or whatever. I was created to be me, and I cannot do all the things that other people do, and I cannot pick and choose the things that I'm good at. And so I am thankful. See, I knew this video would help. I hope it's encouraging other people, and it's not just being like about me. I just wanted you to know that it's so hard, the process, and that there will be bumps in the road. And the thing you got to just keep going back to is that you are important and you're valuable, even if a lot of women are in yucky marriages and live with someone who puts them down on a regular basis and who is not encouraging about their size. And sometimes it's even very, very small women. Their husbands just don't think they're good enough or fit enough or attractive enough. And sometimes it's larger women whose husbands are mean and condescending and yucky. And the truth is that all of you are so important, and you're valuable, and you have so much to give and offer, even if you aren't in a very healthy place right now, like with eating disorders or with just like life. And that's okay, because you don't know where your story's gonna go. And there was a quote, and this is about suicide, but I think that there's some principle in here as well. They said suicide doesn't take away I don't know, it has to do with, it takes away the chance to live. And we sit here and we go through these struggles, and we need to remember that today is not every day. And that tomorrow, even if it's hard, it's gonna be okay, because as we work through this, as we lean into the discomfort of fighting back against Ed, we will get stronger and we'll heal and we'll work on recovery, because recovery is not pass fail. I promise you, it is not pass fail. And so I say that to myself, to encourage myself. I say that to you guys out there. Just, you're you and you're great. Oh my God, I swear, every person I meet, anybody I can spend like legit time with or get to know their heart, I can't believe how great all you people are. I think everybody I meet wants to be better. You know, really, we see all this garbage on Facebook, and there are people stuck in yucky ruts, and that it is what it is, but most people want to be the best version of themselves, and I think that that's so exciting. And I think that people are beautiful. And so if you're struggling, me too, I got you. We're struggling today. But I hope that I can be encouraging to you. One thing I'm working on with a girl that I've been talking to is we're gonna write up a battle plan. You know, there are some times when you can manage Ed, but some days, like today, I really could have done with a written out battle plan. So maybe I'll talk about that next time. The time where you really have to dig in and you just don't think you're gonna make it. Those times where you really, I hate the phrase fall off the wagon, because it makes it like it's a fail. But those times when Ed is barking at your door and he just won't quit, you need a battle plan. So maybe we'll talk about that next time. But I hope that you're doing well. I know that some of my videos get watched a lot and some don't get watched very much, and that's okay too. So thank you for listening and for supporting me, and I appreciate all of you people. Bye.